First off, I'm just gonna say I'm sick, so if I start coughing, I can't do anything about that. So hey guys, if you pay attention to the title of this video, you will obviously know that I have hermit crabs now. So, I feel like I want to explain the situation under which I got these crabs, and, you know, hermit crabs are kind of controversial. I don't know really how I feel about having them, but I need to explain myself, and I guess for those of you who don't understand why a hermit crab would be kind of a controversial pet, I'll kind of explain why. So, hermit crabs basically, as far as I know, I could be wrong on this, but they don't breed in captivity, or at least they're not easy to breed in captivity. I think what I read is that they just don't breed, period. So when an animal doesn't breed in captivity, but you still really want it in the pet trade, the only other option is to do wild caught, which wild caught animals by themselves is something that I don't know if I'm personally okay with. I know plenty of people who have wild caught animals, and you know, I don't know, people have different beliefs on this, and you know, if you have a wild cat animal, as long as you know how to take care of it, you know, I'm not gonna be judging people, but personally for me, I don't feel really okay with owning animals that are wild caught. I would much prefer an animal that has been bred in captivity. So hermit crabs are pretty much wild caught, and I believe it was PETA, maybe some other organizations that have footage out there of exactly how hermit crabs are gathered in and stuff. They live in pretty bad conditions, caught on, like, they live in these things on top of each other. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm sure if you Google, like, the truth about hermit crabs, you'll find 1,000 things. So if you watch one of those videos, you'll have a pretty much good understanding of why people tend to stay away from buying these pets. But I have to justify myself in why I own 2 of them right now. So a couple of my friends went down to the beach, and while they were there, beach huts often sell hermit crabs because it's like a novelty thing. Am I using that word right? I don't know. But you know, you're by the beach, you're in the beach theme, you're gonna get a crab, like, you know what I mean. And so they often sell hermit crabs at beach huts and stuff in little stores. And so my friends bought a hermit crab, and I wasn't with them because, you know, if I would have been with them, I would have been like, don't buy a hermit crab, especially not from these people, because in pet stores they probably weren't treated well, but in these types of stores that don't regularly sell animals, they are most definitely not going to be treated well. So yeah, my friends buy this hermit crab, and the second I see they bought the hermit crab, I was like, I want to get that crab from them because I don't think they know what they're doing. And before I got my second gecko, I was trying to look at other animals that I could get, and hermit crabs were one of the animals that I looked at, and I like vigorously, I don't know, looked at these animals. Like, I watched so many care videos, read so many things. I was like, okay. But then when I got into the more controversial part of owning them, and a lot of people slightly disagree on their care requirements, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna stay out of that controversy, and I'm just gonna get another gecko. And here we are. And so now I have 2 of them. So when they went to the beach, they only got 1, but hermit crabs have to live together. I'm kind of like all over the place right now. Let me backtrack myself. So yeah, they have this crab and they only have 1. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this crab for them. So I asked my friends, and at the end of the day, none of them really wanted it in the end. So I was like, okay. So they were like, yeah, we'll give you the crab. And so they gave me the crab, and as expected, he was not in good living conditions at all for a hermit crab. One of the things was he was living alone. And so hermit crabs are actually very social animals, despite the name. The name, I believe, refers to the fact how they retreat inside their shell, not to the fact that they don't like being around anything, because they do. They need to live in colonies and be social. And so now I had this thing of, I have to get a second one, and already having 1 is kind of like, controversy, but I was like, I need my second one. And so I went to Petco and I got a second hermit crab. Now, I looked up online just to make sure, and they said that you can put big hermit crabs with small hermit crabs. The only danger is that the really big ones may walk over really small ones and hurt them. So, you know, as long as there's not a huge size difference, everything should be okay. But I'm paranoid, and so I did my very best to make sure that both crabs were the same exact size. However, when I went there, the only crab that was around his size were ones with painted shells. Painted shells are bad for hermit crabs. The hermit crabs eat off bits of their shell. They'll end up eating the paint. And so I'm only putting natural shells in the tank, so I'm hoping that he will change out that shell. He's dug down into the substrate right now, so I forgot that you can actually chip the paint off of the shell. I would have done that if I would have been thinking about it, but now he's in the substrate, so I'm not going to touch him until he comes back up to the surface. But anyway, so yeah, I got my second one and I got all of this stuff, and now they're in a habitat that they should have been in from the start. They can dig into substrate for molting. They have extra shells to change into if they need to, and they have climbing opportunities, and they have saltwater and freshwater. So I'm pretty sure I have some videos. I have a video of the original setup, and I'm pretty sure I have some videos of how the tank is set up now. I'm not quite sure yet if this is going to be 2 videos or 1. I may include me setting up the tank in this video, or I may include that in a separate video. I don't think I have enough footage for it to be 2 videos. So yeah, we'll see how that goes while I'm editing it. But yeah, the original crab's name is Edward. That's what my brother named him. And then the second crab's name is Chestnut, which actually the name Chestnut, while it may just seem like it's just like a cute little name I gave him, it is actually from the character from Chowder, if anyone remembers that show. He's like the little bluish kind of thing. He's like kind of the color of my nails, a little darker. I don't know, I just wanted to name the crab after him. And the crab shell is kind of blue. It's a light blue, but still. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Comment if you want, subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.